Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm really glad to have you here. Today's video is a special one. We're going to talk about what my husband purchased during his 2-week trip to Morocco, specifically Agadir, which is a coastal region, and it's also known as one of the best areas in Morocco that really emphasizes on natural medicine as well as healing and herbs and so forth. First of all, he purchased 2 types of argan oil. One for cosmetic purposes and the other one for food grade. And here we have hemp oil. Now all the oils that he purchased were actually made in front of him, from they actually showed how they make it, which is awesome. And I'll also be looking forward to uploading more videos to show you a bit of a tour around Agadir. And this is the incense burner, which you place a charcoal stick in there and you burn incense on it or different sorts of herbs. So that comes in really handy. This is a beautiful handmade dress that my husband got, a traditional Moroccan dress for my 8-year-old daughter. So she really liked it and she's looking forward to using it. Unfortunately, he did bring a couple of other Moroccan traditional dresses, but I had to give them as souvenirs to family and friends, so I wouldn't be able to record them, unfortunately, but they were very lovely. Now this dress is for my eldest son, and I really like the way it feels, the satin material, the handmade pattern in there. This is a organic fresh black seed oil, which he also purchased, and these are little mini tagines, which you can also use in the oven if you want to just place an egg or some sort of omelette style over there, or you can use them just to showcase. And this is the argan oil that is to be used for food, so the darker one is the one that's food grade. Now with the argan oil, it has this beautiful smell and aromatic taste to it. It's more like macadamia oil or walnut oil, but it has so much healing properties. It's so rich in vitamins and minerals, and it's lovely drizzled on top of salads or as a substitute in baking for oil. So the cosmetic one, I will just pour it into these amber glass containers for individual use, and that would be really nice. So again, here we have the mini tagines, which I will gift to some family and friends, as well as have a couple to showcase around the house, so that would be nice. This is another food grade argan oil, so he bought 2 liters worth of that, so that will last us quite a while. Another thing here, we have Aqr al-Fasi, which is a red powder that can be used in hair and face masks. It's really good and really high in vitamins and minerals. To be honest, I'm not quite educated on it, so I will make a video shortly detailing its uses and so forth. This is a really lovely shirt for my 1-year-old, so he really liked it and it looked beautiful on him, and I love the pattern here and the satin, just the comfortable satin material. It's very lovely. Another thing here is for my 3-year-old. It's a beautiful dress and I love the colors, and it's very vibrant as well, so I'm really looking forward to using these dresses and clothes for Eid, inshallah. So here we've got these lovely pieces, more like a mini coffee set, and I think this is more for decoration purposes. My husband really liked these, and he's more into the antique little bits and pieces, so we will put this in the display corner in the lounge room. And it's a whole set. As you can see, it comes with these super cute mini coffee cups, so it will look lovely. So we'll just go into the different herbs and spices that are specifically known in Morocco for their great medicinal and health properties. So the first off, we have some alum crystals. So I really am looking forward to using these alum crystals, either both for display and as well as in different beauty regimens and different beauty DIY recipes. So this can be powdered and used in many different forms. It can also be used as incense, and I've explained in the previous video, which I will link in the description below, on the different herbal incense that you can actually use to help clear the aura and promote positive vibes, as well as cleanse from negative energy. So you might want to check this out if you are interested. One of the best herbs that I was actually looking forward to arriving is sidr, which is lote leaves. And sidr is one of the best herbs that is deep rooted in Islamic and Arab healing medicine. It has both medicinal properties as well as spiritual properties as well. So it's more like the white sage of the Arab Islamic world. It can be used in bathwater as well as in different hair and face masks, and I've heard astounding benefits and results. Another thing here we have is the chasteberry flower. So this is Vitex. It has many benefits in terms of hormone health, reproductive health. I've actually tried it with a couple of clients of mine, but in tablet form, and it works great. It has helped with polycystic ovaries, and I mean instant results within less than 2 months, alhamdulillah. Another packet of Akar al-Fasi here, which I will go deep in another video talking about it. This is Ilan, and I'm looking forward to using it. Now this is a traditional powder that's used in Morocco, specifically given to children, and it's very high in calcium. So it's more like a Moroccan superfood that they use it over there to sprinkle on top of yogurt, put in honey, give it to children to really boost the calcium and the mineral vitamin intake. Here we have a couple of different incense. A couple of different incense that my husband really liked, and they have this beautiful aroma to it, and they've also been described to have spiritual properties in terms of just like smudging, I guess, you know, when it comes to cleansing the aura and helping to get rid of negative energy and so forth. If you are into this stuff, I will go deeply talking about a couple of the incense and a couple of herbs that work best for that, so you might want to check out the next couple of videos. So bear in mind, these are very concentrated, so you only need a little kind of quarter thumb size piece every time you use it, just to start off with, until you really get used to it, and just put it on a charcoal disc, basically either on the stovetop or better off in one of these charcoal incense burners that I've showed you in the beginning of the video. This is myrrh, so this was quite expensive, but it's very beneficial, and it has a lot of antimicrobial, antifungal, antiseptic and antibacterial properties. So I'm really looking forward to either using it as incense or making an infused oil, or making an infused water. And this is more incense here. So to be honest, I do not really know the names, or I'm not familiar with the types here, unfortunately, but that would be really nice to research and to get to know the different blends and their properties. So I really like the color variations and the vibrant colors, and I'm sure that each one does have many different properties, and that's why they use it for different times of different events. So the seller actually mentioned that some of the incense they use during weddings, some they use during specific events, so that would be really interesting to research. And also he advised my husband to only use a very small bit at a time. And with antibacterial, antiseptic incense, herbal ones, we usually follow a specific routine when it comes to incenses. Every Friday, as we are cleansing the house and getting ready for Friday prayers, we use incense around the house. Just put a small bit on a charcoal disc and circulate around the house in between corners in a clockwise motion, and make sure that smoke is released and the aroma is released into the air, and it really helps to purify the air. It helps to get rid of stagnation and get rid of negative energy. I have went into depth about talking about the herbal incense that we use and the ones that I've implemented. If you're interested about learning about different incense and their uses, you might want to check out the previous video. I will link it in the description below. Here we've got frankincense resin. Now these are food grade frankincense resin that were quite expensive, unfortunately, but they're really high quality, and we also use it as incense along with the myrrh and a couple of other things as well. So I'm really looking forward to just putting a few of these at a time in a big jug of water and consuming the water water as part of a detox on a regular basis for kind of like every few days or so whenever needed. This is another beautiful incense blend which looks fabulous. It actually looks like a crystal to me, to be honest, like a gemstone or so. But yeah, just really looking forward to getting to know the different names and meanings and benefits of each one. So we'll just cut these up and put it in a special kind of incense container, one that actually divides each different one, and then just put it in an area that's really high away from children, because they are not to be consumed under any sort of circumstance. So here we have the Qasat al-Hindi, which I will look up the English name for it, and this wooden kind of herb does have a lot of beneficial medicinal properties, and as well as spiritual. Just like with lote leaves, the ones that I've showed you before, this is more deeply rooted in Islamic Arabic culture when it comes to herbal medicine, and it's a great source of collagen. It also helps with different hair, skin, nail problems, and more used along with lote leaves in terms of spiritual healing and just getting rid of energy stagnation and so forth. So I'm looking forward to going into deep detail in another video about that. And here we have wormwood. Wormwood is really great to get rid of parasites. It's also great to use in different herbal shampoos, or if you're into DIY blends. Really looking forward to using wormwood in different DIY future recipes, so I'll have that ready for you. Here we have juniper. Juniper has amazing healing properties. It can also be used as incense, and internally it's great for digestion problems such as upset stomach, intestinal gas, heartburn, bloating, and also loss of appetite, as well as intestinal worms. It's also being used as part of a treatment plan for UTIs and kidney and bladder stone infections. And it can also be used as incense, and another beauty use is to make an infused oil. So I'm really looking forward to using it in different sorts of recipes. These are two different herbs that are only for external use. So the first thing is we have the herbal. If you've realized in the previous video, I have talked a lot about the herbal spice. So this is the herbal plant, which we will use as a smudge stick. So I'm super excited to have that and hopefully incorporate it in the DIY smudge sticks that I've made using different sorts of herbs. Unfortunately, the second herb, we do not recall the name of it. The seller was a very old man who was actually a villager who did not know how to write, unfortunately. So he could not write the name. He only said it, and when my husband recorded him talking, unfortunately the sound did not work, so there's no way we could recall the name. So I'd probably need to do more research on that. I'll also take it with me during the upcoming visit to the herb farm in the north, and I'll see if the herbalist over there can help me identify the herb. So if I'm actually thinking of doing a brief vlog style video of the herb farm and of the visit over there, see what we can show you guys. If you're interested, do let me know. And I do apologize, this is quite a long video, but I had to show you everything that we purchased, and I hope you enjoyed it. Do take care, and love to have you on board. Subscribe and like if you liked the video. Take care, bye bye.